Yo, what is up, YouTube? Cruiser here, back with another GG200 Rush&Cash content. As usual, 2 tables. Let's see how it goes. Gonna be opening King 6 from UTG most of the time. And falling to a 3-bet. I know I said I'll be uploading way more, but the reality is, like, I've been, like, I'm not home during the summer. These days I've been going to the beach a lot because the heat is just unbearable. It's literally unplayable in my room. That's why I always play. I wake up at 6 a.m. I play to like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Then I'm done for the day. Because I can't breathe in my room because of the heat, right? And I don't have an AC in my room. I have it in the living room. So, yeah, pretty much unplayable. I'm going to be call 4-betting here. A lot. Let's go for it. This one we can we limp? DG, maybe queen I know of, we can limp, but I'm still gonna limp. Okay, nothing to do versus a shove. Here, I think we want to use 40% as our c-bet size. And this board is gonna be better for us. We're gonna have all the overpairs, right? Okay, so we block queens, we block aces, that's slow play spree. I'm wondering, do I wanna like exploitatively triple this one? Because I'm gonna be betting the turn. And then I'm gonna be calling the shove, obviously, but I'm wondering, do I triple this and hope he folds like jacks and tens by the river? Even though we block the spades, I'm not so sure. Let's see what river we get. Really bad river, because most of his range now is gonna be like jacks, 6-5, 5-4, ace-5. All those hands beats us. Tricky. We have to shove, obviously, for this SPR, but I don't have a good feeling about this. Yeah. We lose that one. I didn't have a, like, you get experience from this when you don't have a good feeling about the spot, just because he tanked so long pre-flop, right? So he either has something like jacks or tens that doesn't know what to do, how frequent he has to call them pre, or he has something like ace-5 as well, also doesn't know how often he gets to call that versus a call 4-bet, right? So I was expecting to lose there, but yeah, nothing we can do on 0. What was the SPR even? Like less than 0.4. Okay, folding here. This one versus 2x, we can mix in some calls, but we rolled a 3-bet this time. Okay, versus a 4-bet. Guy looks like a okay reg, so I'm gonna be calling always. So if we don't get cooler again. But I always get this weird spot that I'm gonna lose with a super strong hand. And I'm usually always right when I get this feeling. It's called like experience. It's called like knowing all these spots. Versus this size, I don't think he gets to a better range here because I'm gonna have a lot of... Wait, I don't wanna run out of time bank, so I'm gonna raise. I'm gonna have a lot of 9s, 10s, ace queen, right? While he will have jacks, queens, kings. So he doesn't get to range bet this board. And a lot of people do in practice, so you want to raise even more once you do face the small c bet. I'm not saying he's range betting, but most likely, right? Okay. Let me take this one. Okay, this one can mix 4-bet or call. Let's roll. Let's go for a 4-bet this time. Even if he folds in that 9's hand, even if he folds like queens, jacks, I don't mind it because like he can maybe get a really good turn that improves his equity, like 3 straight flush backdoor flush draw turn, right? And then he can check it, and I can't jam the turn if he checks it, right? Because my strategy is probably like using something like 25% on those spots, and then he has a really good price to call his like queens or kings, you know. I don't mind this, even if he folds those hands. I don't mind it on the flop. Even though I think we should raise like ace queen more than sets in that spot, but if I think he's range c betting, I think I'm leaning more towards raise, because then he also has like a lot of ace x, ace jack off, ace queen off, etc. Okay, nothing to do here. Interesting board. I think I want to be checking a lot these types of boards, UTG, but this guy's like a random short stacker recreational, so I think I'm going to be betting, and I'm just giving up on this exact turn. I have nothing to go with my hand. Yes, he has some king queen off, queen jack off we can fold, but he also has a lot of ace x that will never fold on this exact turn. I'm going to be flatting my hand versus 2x open some of the time. And going for a check raise with this combo. We have backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. We block middle set. I think it's a good candidate to raise. Okay, just folding here. Three betting this one. Gonna be using 40% here with range most likely. This one against two unknowns, I would c-bet this because it has a good unblocker properties, but I don't want to c-bet into two two unknowns. Yeah, that's what I meant. And now I'm just gonna bet my queens here. Seems good. I don't care about SPR against the rec, right? I'm just gonna like go B75, something like that. Now I think I'm gonna start betting once they both check. We benefit from folding 6s, 7s, 8s, Queen 10, stuff like that, right? We're in position, they both checked. Unlikely they're trapping, you know. I wanted to squeeze this, but 30%. Yeah, let's do it anyways. Might be a bit to lose versus UTG. Really bad board for our exact hand, but I'm gonna start with a small C bet. Take it from there. Nice. That's why I 3-bet. I mean, that's why I squeeze wider, because the guy's unknown. So I guess he's a recreational. It means he's gonna have like way more random hands on that board. So I want to C-bet way more. This one I'm gonna start with I think like 40%, half pot, something like that is fine. Okay, he called pretty fast. So would he have a 6? Like, I'm really tempted to check this one back because I block top pairs so hard. And I hope he like gets there with a 9 or a 10. So I'm gonna do something like stupid, but so small. Try to make him... Okay, he never has a 6 now. What do I do now? I have no clue. Probably bet small again. Hope to get called by... No, bet small again. I hope he raises flushes, or... Would he have flushes that snap call the turn as a small bet? Probably not. So I guess he has a 7 here, and I want to go like really big against the 7. So yeah, I wanted to induce again, but I don't think he has a. I don't think he has anything like relevant on this board. Once he snap calls the 1BB bet on the turn, so I'm just hoping to get called by a 7 there. A curious 7 that's not believing my line, you know. Okay, I'm gonna be check raising this one. Half pot versus a recreational is not that strong usually. I'm gonna go something small. Yeah, we take it down. Nice one. A lot of good small pots going our way, but the big ones aren't. Okay, isolating here versus a limp. This one I'm going to be opening. Okay, pretty fast 3-bet, but our hand plays pretty good. As a call, these suited connectors, so I'm going to be calling it always. All right, interesting. Flop. Okay, same thing with the ace-10-9 board. The guy snaps C-bets small on a board, he should size up. So I want to be check raising way more often. Although this hand has really good equity, just to call. And it would be, I would hate if I like get re-raised with it. So I think I'm just still gonna just call. And then raise something like pocket 6s, pocket 7s, 6-5 suited without diamonds or clubs, right? That would be my raising range, where I don't really care if he 3-bets me, right? Interesting turn, because I lose to some sets now, like queens and 9s. So my implied odds are reversed. Yeah, especially versus this size. I mean, I'm obviously gonna call, but I'm proceeding with extra cautious here. Because this is an unusual size. I know you have to like use smaller size once the overcard comes, but I don't think this is a spot for it because I have so many flush draws, jacks and 10s, right? So I'm just gonna... Okay. Interesting one. I wanted to like lead small grip on 9 or... Nah, I just don't think I'll get the credit here if I lead. The queen. Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't think I get the credit. Like I should have used spot here. Wow, wow. I'm surprised that worked. I should have used pot there because I'm gonna have a lot of queen X. They're like queen jack, queen 10, ace queen off versus such a small size on the flop, right? And once he bets that sizing on the turn, which I said I'm gonna be extra careful against, he either has like a trap, which I already said, or he has something like ABC sizing, like with tens or jacks for protection, right? Even though those hands are also good bluff catchers, so I have no clue what folded here, to be honest. I think that's a bad play by me, but it worked, so nothing we can do here. Queen jack, yeah. Really short stacker, like he's gonna be jamming all the turns. I can't do anything here. This one, my hand is really good for a raise, but what I noticed on GG that people don't really, what's it called? They don't really have a balanced donking range. So they're not gonna donk random stuff here. They're gonna donk like out of the times like pocket sevens, you know, sets, all that stuff, right? Now on the turn, I don't need to call this hand. Has a bad removal with ace of hearts. I have a lot of ace jack off, king jack off, queen jack, right? Pocket sevens myself, 10x, you know, so I could easily let this one go. Yeah, that 7-6 hand. I think I should have used, if I want to bet, I should have potted the river. Because I'm giving him way too good price to call with his ace highs in that spot. I think I'm always calling ace high versus a donk there. Like 8x. I rep a queen. Would I have smaller pocket pairs versus a turn block? Probably. Yeah. I think he didn't really thought that one through because I'm gonna have so many low pocket pairs versus that size on the turn. But then if he has ace high, king high, I think I would call in his shoes always. That's why I don't like my play, as I already said. But it worked, so I'm really curious what's his strat with that turn size. I know you're supposed to use small when the overcard comes to put my low pocket pairs in different, but that board is so dynamic. It has flush draws, it has jack 10. I mean, jacks and 10s have a gut shot, right? Really weird one. I'm actually gonna check that hand later. Maybe even put the solve for you guys to see the spot. Okay. Pocket aces. Let's fake tank a bit. Although I don't think these GG players, they like pay attention to this stuff. They're like grinding for leaderboards most of the time. Like they're gonna like snap fold or, you know. I don't think people are paying attention for that here. King deuce, okay. Board for us. He's gonna have some deuce X advantage, like ace deuce off that we won't be opening. And if there's a hand that wants to check this flop, it's probably this one. Stuff like ace 7, ace 8, ace 6, ace 9. And nothing to do versus this size. It's not bad as well, so we're just gonna be continuing the ones with the diamond in this spot that we checked back. This one I'm gonna flat. There's a recreational on the small blind, and this hand, it plays okay as a call. It hates getting 4-bet. Okay, I'm gonna be using overbet or check on this board when I do probe. And probably just checking queen 10 always. Maybe there will be some merge betting with like queen 10 of spades, but this combo, I'm just gonna be checking down. Actually, maybe the weakest queen X have to bet, even with diamonds. Just so I can have some playability on like different runouts. And I'm gonna be folding now. Blocking some of his like backdoor bluffs, like Jack 10, King 10. I think stuff like 9x is a better call than Queen 10 here, to be honest. And folding here without the diamond. Right, I'll be using 40% on this board. My hand will probably bet always with King of Hearts. Two X open versus a recreational. I think we have to peel. Any two. And folding now. Nothing going on with my hand. I want to raise a lot versus as you already saw from the video versus half pots, but not with any two, right? We need some playability on turns or something if we do get called. Okay, pretty low 3-bet stat, so I'm not really going to do anything with my hand here. Although it's a 9x BB, yeah, still I think prefer folding here. Yeah. Let me 3-betting linear against the recreational. Even though this one is a bit tight, but I still think it's fine. Versus with these positions. Okay, flattening this one against rec 2x open. Nothing to do on this board. Folding this one versus 2.5x. This one is a bit loose, but there's an unknown in the big blind, so let's go for it. And we get punished instantly. Okay, I think I'm going to be using half pot on this board with my exact suits. I think this is going to be a high frequency C bet. If you fold out stuff like King Jack, King Queen with clubs and stuff like that, really good for us. We fold out ace highs as well. Really good turn for us. We're going to be C betting a lot, double barreling a lot. Now the suits aren't the greatest, but I still think he's going to have so many like 4x, 6x, 7x that he will have to fold by the river. Yeah, so when you get a really high EV card for you guys, the blockers don't really matter as much because you're allowed to bet more. Okay, let's lead this turn versus a short stacker. Like he's pretty much gonna tell us what he has if he raises, right? He just calls, he has ace high pretty much. Then I'm gonna be bluff catching the river. Yeah, just folding now. Folding here, although our vectors look good, but half pot, nothing to do. Yeah, that lead is designed like I'm just gonna range lead there against a guy that probably won't raise enough versus it. So it's the lead is designed just to fold out his like ace highs and stuff, like deny equity, you know. Once he raises, I'm just out of there. Even with a good jack, I think I'm out of there. But once he raises, maybe I'll continue like ace jack only in that spot. But he's so short and like he's gonna lack bluffs. Okay, this one. I think I'm gonna be jamming these 3 bets. Yep. So I'll call 4-bet. I mean, I'm 4-bet jamming ace king off there and pocket kings as my strat. You already know this from my like other videos from Poker Stars. I'm gonna be raising this one. Also, it's a really big flush draw, but it's a really big flush draw. Do I want to raise this one ever? I think BVB is gonna be range C betting this board. Makes me want to raise more, even though, yeah, he should be leading this turn now because someone like the King Jack. Actually, no, because I'm gonna have a lot of deuce X raising the turn. This one's really close on the turn. I really want to check back and realize my equity, but he's gonna have someone like he's gonna have ace queen, queen 10 that will fold out. Yeah, this one against such a small c bet. I think versus button we would call, maybe even call here just because of the deuce on the board. Our hand's gonna have more equity. I think we call one. Now against the reg, we want to have some donks here, but not with this exact hand, so I'm just gonna be giving up on the turn. And now I'm giving up here as well. It's an interesting turn because I have to have a lot of like deuce X in my range. Like 9-10, queen jack. Do we get to bluff this one? Jack 10, queen jack. I don't think we get to bluff this one. We're gonna have like 9-10, jack 10 with backdoors, 7-6 with backdoors, 4-5 that gets there. I don't think we get to bluff this one. I might be wrong. It has enough showdown like versus cutoff. Versus button, I'm sure it's gonna be a check back, but versus cutoff, I'm not 100% sure. Also a hand I have to check later. Is it even a call on the flop versus such a small size? I think it is because it's really low board. Like the third card is like deuce. I need to go like wider than Maybe I call like offsuit ace-x instead. Offsuit ace-x and then backdoor stuff like 10-9, jack-10. Yeah, I think that would be my strat in that spot. So maybe it's overcall on the flop. I mean, he's range c-betting that board. Like, he's gonna have like jack-10 himself, queen-10 himself, so we still have a lot of equity versus those hands, and then we hit like queen on the turn, and then we beat his we beat his second pairs in a check line, right? Okay, interesting that he checked here. His queen 2x open. I think I'm willing to bet like way more often with jack of hearts in this spot. I don't really know this guy, Victor. I think I'm gonna be folding this one. Queen jack and queen 10 are really like the worst cards you can have, calling the 3-bet. It's gonna be calling now. And just checking down my jack here. That's an interesting one. Let's note that ace king. What was the board? Ace king, X, jack 10, delay small second pair. It's good to note that one because he has no incentive to bet second pair in that spot because it needs no protection, right? He should just be betting like strong top pair plus there. So with this note, against him next time, I'm just going to be attacking. If I had jack 9 in the exact same spot against the same guy, I'll just be attacking that one. Making fold second pair. And I have like good outs. I have backdoor flush draw, 2 pair outs if we do get called. Okay, nice one. I'm going to be playing range check here and going for a check raise always. Okay, pot, snap pot. Do I want to check raise this one? Oh, 12 VPI. Okay. What do I do now? Do I call just to keep like the worst flush draws in BB's range? I think I do. Yeah, really good plan. Let's see how it goes. Don't think this guy has anything. Okay, he pots. All right. I was about to say I don't think he has anything strong when he, like maybe he's one of those recreational that just like snap pot because you check to them, right? I think I just jam now. I want to stack lower flush draws. I want to stack sets. I just jam in this spot. Because he's betting 3-way for pot on the turn. He should be strong. I thought he's like one and done type of a guy from the flop, but all right, he folded. Tank folded. What did he have? Probably like a king, like king jack maybe, that overplays. Like a lot of these players do that. I mean, I don't think he would bet the river if he had that hand anyway, so I don't think we lost any value. But maybe we lost value in bluffs. I don't think he had a bluff because he tanks so long. So probably king jack if I had to guess. Okay. Gonna be 3-betting this one. Checking here. And calling any river, to be honest. For short stacker, there's infinite amounts of backdoors on this flop. I need to call this one. Yeah, why is he bluffing that? I have no idea. Bluff too high, HDVD is high. Okay, unknown limps. Just gonna be isolating. Snap call, okay. Okay, lead. Okay. Really bad river. If I pot it, does he fold a queen here? Like queen 7 of clubs. Nah. Nah. This is a bad river. Maybe he has like a lot of ace-x. Nah, he wouldn't be checking, would he? I need to bluff in my hand. Let's hope he has like queen 7, like I already said. Nice. You would think I have some showdown value here, but actually don't. Because like 9x improved on the turn and king x improved on the river. Both those hands I call on the flop versus a half pot donk, right? So my jack x is bottom range in that spot. I have to bluff it. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention now because I was talking. So now I have to fold this hand. Ace 9, cutter versus button, small. Yeah. I think I call like ace queen here. Right, let's go for like 5 more minutes, then we wrap it up. Okay, queen jack is usually a call versus button because it hates getting 4-bet on. Okay, nothing to do on that flop. Good card for him. He's gonna be reopening a lot. He should be reopening for like 40. I'm not sure what to do with my hand. Queen jack. We have queen jack off with a heart. I think we even have to call if he blocks on the turn. Okay. I don't think he should use this size. I think he should block here. And then I would be calling my queen jack, but yeah, nothing to do now. Yeah, this is exactly the reason, right? He should be blocking to push his equity. And then we call queen jack button versus BB because it has a lot of equity versus like wide ranges. And then we get that queen on the turn and we win in a check line versus his like lower pairs, you know, or ace highs. That's how that spot works. Okay, pretty fast call. Makes me think he has like 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, maybe. Why is everyone leading? Like, what's wrong with this? Why is everyone leading every spot? Fuck. I don't even bother to make notes on those players because they're probably gonna lose their role like sooner or later. So with that strat. This one is high frequency call, I believe. Yep. All right, let's end the hand on this. Let's end the video on this hand. All the regs on the table. We have to roll for the deuces open. Okay, we fold now. Interesting check back. I mean, if he's playing half pot or check, which I think he should do on this board, then it's okay to have checks. I think I'm just gonna check back my hand always. Like I block calling range so hard. Even though in practice, once people check these boards, they're like heavy on jacks and tens region. So I might even bet against that on the flop, but it's better to be like careful not to fold out his like ace 5 of spades, you know? What do I do now? At this point, I think I have to start building the pot for myself. Maybe I go like 40%. Yeah, he was just giving up. Like nothing we can do with that hand. Once he just checked twice. We have to start building the pot on the turn versus the jacks and tens region. Yeah, let's sit out. Mono boards. Cutoff versus BB. It's okay to c bet. My hand 10-7. I think I would be checking like Jack 10, King 10, and then c-betting 10, 7, 10, 8, and 9 because they like need more protection. All right, so that was it for this video, guys. Yeah, there have been a bunch of small interesting pots. There's a hand that I don't remember that I said I'm gonna check in the solver and then put the print in the video. That it was really interesting. I have to remember what hand that was going through the video. So yeah, okay, session. I think we're up like a little bit in the end. We lost that stack in the start versus with flush versus boat in 4-bet pot. Yeah, I hope this one was helpful, interesting. It was an interesting session for me. A lot of spots to think about. I'm already sweating here from all the heat, like outside, right? And yeah, I know I said I'm gonna be uploading a lot of videos, but it's still like top heat summer. I think I'm gonna be chilling for like 2-3 more weeks, and then start to go hard next month again. No live poker, just study or play. Those two activities will be like the only thing I do daily for the rest of the year, probably. So until then, I'm gonna try to enjoy a bit, socialize, all that stuff that normal people do, right? And then after that, we're going hard mode, we're going grind mode. And yeah, we're gonna try to destroy the GG site. All right, thanks for watching and see ya in the next one.